Hello and welcome back, guys. This is Ibrahim Qureshi here, and I have a quick announcement to make. First of all, I'm very pleased to inform that I have reached 3,000 subscribers, just over 3,000 this month, which is great. Well, I was working on a side project for a while now, and that is why I have gone quiet with my videos and everything. I was playing around with Intel Nook in the background. That didn't work out very well, but I'm still having that project running. So using Nook as a ESX host for my lab, but then eventually I invested in a proper server as well. And there were a lot of questions which I was going through, and one of these question was about lab. Quick poll to find out how many you have a home lab or would you prefer an online lab. I would like to have an online lab was the result which most of the people wanted to go for. And looking around in the market, there wasn't any online labs available for version 7. Of course, VMware does some stuff, but obviously this if you have your own home lab, it's a lot flexible. Again, I'm the good news I wanted to share is I'm going to offer online labs, which is going to be hosted on my data center at home, I guess, because it's on my home lab. But it's only for specific people who are struggling to set up their own labs or who are not having enough resources. Again, I'm going to use my resources at home, electricity, and obviously the running cost of the server, the internet, and all that. So there will be a small charge around that. For finding out more, check out this blog which I have here. If you click on that, you will be taken to the blog on my website. It's on the top here, Online VMware Labs. It explains obviously what you'll get and how your lab will look like at the end. And then, as I said, it's I have put in and I have put this in, and it's the electricity cost and the internet charges, which I need to make sure I pay my bills for the electricity and stuff. So there is a charge for that. But what I'm going to do is for the entire month of September, I'm going to offer this for 50% less than what I'm actually anticipating. So if you do want that 50% discount code, drop me an email at ibrahim@agileops.co.uk. So how does it work? So basically you will connect to from your environment using either Microsoft RDP or any RDP client. I would suggest if you can use even a Chrome extension for RDP, that would be the easiest way to connect if you are just using RDP from your browser. You'll be connecting to my infrastructure. Once you contacted me, I will be setting up the lab for you beforehand, and once it is done, I'll email you with all the details to log in. But essentially you'll be connecting to a domain, and then you'll be given a username and password, and then once you use that and connect, you will be able to access to the vCenter and the ESX host and the storage. So you will be having your own working lab with shared storage and practicing those videos so that you can make sure you have harden your skills, and you don't have any doubts when you're practicing it. So it's very important to have practical knowledge along with theory if you're reading it or if you're even watching a video. So again, this is going to be useful for a lot of you guys. So there are three offerings basically. One is ready to use and one is build it yourself. And then they are going to be available in either if you want a day pass or a week pass or a month pass, but all this is going to be as I said, 50% off. And if you're a Cisco person and you want to try out Cisco UCS emulator, I'm going to offer that as well if you are interested. But again, as I said, drop me an email first, and my email address is ibrahim@agileops.co.uk as mentioned here, and then I will share with that. So let me give you a quick demo of it. So basically The easiest way to access the lab is log on and install Google. I'm not going to teach you how to install Google Chrome, but just download Google Chrome and install it. Once it's installed, I'm going to pause the video for the Google Chrome to be installed, because obviously it's just a basic installation. Okay, so I have got Google Chrome installed, and now I'm going to quickly search for RDP plugin for Chrome. So this is one of the way you can use my lab, or the online lab which I'm advising. So enable the plugin, simple as that, and then basically you'll get a RDP. The domain name is agileops.log into.me. Simple as that. Remember that, agileops.log into me. Click connect. And then I have already created this session, which is agileops is.co.uk is my domain name, and the user I have created for as a test account is bob.smith, and then we'll just put the password in. Remember to put the domain as agileops.co.uk, so that is the domain. This is just a computer name. Okay, click OK, and that should allow you to connect. There you go, simple as that. Now once you're connected, basically what you can do is you can easily jump on my vCenter server, which I have set up for you guys. Again, this will be, all these instructions will be in the email clearly, but if you look at this diagram, you can see that the vCenter you'll be connecting is vcsa.lab.agileops.co.uk. So let's try that. ://vcsa, which is vCenter server plans.lab.agileops.co.uk. If you don't have this on a bookmark, this is a good time to just add it to your bookmark. Like this over here from here. You will get this warning, so make sure you click on advanced and click on proceed to vcsa.lab.agileops. Once you click that, you will see vSphere client HTML5. Click on that, and then at this point you can click on favorites and see VCSA, which is the name. Now to log in, it's the same name which you used, so it's bob.smith at agileops.co.uk, and that's about it. You should be able to get into my vCenter. If you have gone for the ready to go lab, then you will find a cluster created with ESX host. They might be on maintenance. Obviously you just need to start picking up from the session and then exit the maintenance mode and start working on it. Some situations, if you do request, I will provision the storage, or you can provision the storage yourself. I will provide you the instructions on how to provision the shared storage. So yeah, it's a good way to practice everything. I would say it's a good way to get your hands dirty and learn this. Obviously, even if you break something, you can just contact me, and then I can reconfigure it and reset everything for you. So you don't need to worry about accidentally deleting something, or having some issues or anything like that. It does take some time when you're logging in for the first time to the vCenter, so stay with it, and then once it's logged in, it should be super fast. So the other way to connect, I just want to show you the second option, how to connect. That is basically using the RDP. So if you click on start, you can type remote, and you will see remote desktop connection. and that basically opens a new smaller window here. Over here, as I said, the name is agileops.loginto.me, so that's the name you need to provide here. Now click on show, and then on the computer name you need to mention your first name dot last name. Again over here, bob.smrth at agileops.co.uk. That is the important thing you need to remember. Click on connect. So it basically connects to this domain rather than your local computer details. See, now it's actually asking for the domain password for this user, which is bob.smith. Now I will punch in the password. And just ignore this warning, so don't show, and then click on yes. And there you go, guys, we have connected successfully, and this is our lab, and you can see one host. We haven't got anything configured on here, but it's as simple as when you log in, I will give you instructions how to add the host, the name, domain name for the host, ESXV 51 for example, .lab.esx lab.agileops.co.uk, root, and then the password. All these details will be sent to you on the email. Make sure you get the password right. I always get it wrong on the first go. So this is the brand new ESX host I'm adding here. Click finish, and then it will come up here in this cluster. So you'll be having two ESX hosts to play around with. You can configure storage. You can obviously, once the storage is configured, you can start playing around with creating new VMs and everything. When you add a new host for the first time, it is always on maintenance mode. You need to right click and exit maintenance mode, like that. So yeah, you can go through all of my videos, and as you have the access to the lab, you can start learning this in a really different fashion, where you can actually make a difference and understand what you're doing and go through each and every step while you're doing it. Hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks a lot for subscribing me. I hope you enjoyed this session. Cheers, bye.